as well. And we'll be taking you through this one as we're underway here at the Sportsplex, an abbreviated pregame setup. The Voodoos in their home greens are going right to left. The Blind River Beavers in their road whites or cream-colored jerseys are going left to right to start this one as it's up to Reese Smetham, who flips the puck in. Lemke just flips the puck right into Beavers territory. Behind the net now, the Beavers have the puck up the ice. That's Thompson, our player to watch, who just flipped it back out front. And now into Voodoos territory. That's Kovacs. Kovacs threw that one on net. Chance turned aside. Smetham knocks that one down the ice. And a collision here at center ice lodges the puck free. In net for Blind Rivers, Ian Wintle. A .920 save percentage and 2.00 goals against average with 1 win in 1 game this season. Dan DiRoccolo, who's a perfect 1-0 with a perfect save percentage as he got the shutout in the home opener, in net for Powassan. Bit of a tougher test here with the Blind River Beavers. We're 2-0 on the season as Cook rifles one on net, and that one's blocked away by DiRoccolo. Blind River keeping the puck in. Mason Rotundo, the 16-year-old, flips it up, and it's out of the zone. And now Blind River will have to chase after it. That's Smith. He had a goal in that game. Gets it out front. Quick shot. Turned aside. And puck bouncing in the slot. Another chance there. And that one also turned aside by Wintle. Shot goes wide. Powassan manages to keep the puck in the zone. And that one will go around the end wall. That's Ryan Patrick out there. Big hit leveled there by Jake Norman, playing in his first game. Comes out front. Patrick off the post. The Voodoos with a good chance there early as we're just over 2 minutes played as Patrick. That won't be icing. Rondonopoulos. Say that one 5 times fast for the Voodoos. We have a mispronunciation here as well. Bear with us. We are learning. It's early in the season as the puck just sits at the blue line but doesn't get out as Blind River now with possession. Good chance there as he tries to dipsy doodle around his man. That's Burnett. And now puck out front of the net. Out! There it is. Robinson for the Beavers. Gets his second of the season. And it's 1-0 Blind River. That's the first puck to find its way past DiRoccolo here on the season in just the second game here for the Powassan Voodoos. As Powassan finds themselves in a 1-0 hole just 2.5 minutes into this first period.
And we finally have things working straight on the tech side now, I believe, so I'll join you on the broadcast. And DiRoccolo's been rock solid so far up until this point this year.
Yeah, like we said, a couple of good chances for French River in that game, but not as many shots on net. Blind River keeping the pressure on. This is something that French River did until Powassan was able to get the early icebreaker in that one. Puck flip down the ice. That's Justin Russo, the former captain of the U18 Trappers. As the puck is flipped back down into Voodoos territory, Alex Little, the captain, looking to make some history for the Voodoos. As he's just going to go coast to coast, but loses the puck in Beaver territory. Blind River with possession. Flips it down, now it's McClelland with it. Goes cross ice. Tries to get the puck down the ice. Couldn't get it out of the zone. Now is Blind River with another chance on the offense. That was Lemke that couldn't clear the zone. Blind River once again with possession as that shot is high and off the roof here at the Sportsplex. And as we mentioned, we got some players chasing history as Alex Little and Josh Dale, the assistant coach, are chasing franchise history. Little is 2 points away from tying the franchise record for defenseman points behind only Cameron Moore with 92. Meanwhile, Josh Dale, he won't get it this weekend, is 3 wins away from 200 with the Voodoos. Dale started with the Voodoos in 2017, 2018. So he could get 2 wins this weekend as his back-to-back games, but it won't get 3. So that third win might come on the road next weekend, if all goes according to plan, to Powassan this weekend, as we're just under 4 minutes gone here. Big hit there by Lemke. Leaves it for Smetham. Lemke behind the net. Looks out front. Puck was just there. Wintle whacked it away. And Blind River back into the transition. Chips the puck in. That's Rotillo with possession. Another thing that's great is, Blind River doesn't have a lot of name plates on the back as we're going to get another stoppage here.
Yeah, that's going to make it tricky for us here, but Powassan's going to the penalty box, and I see
it looks
five
like
guys on
interference.
the ice. I got 2 nameplates, so
Yeah.
bear with us as we get our numbers down here.
Yeah, that's going to be Reese Smetham in the box. That was something that kind of plagued Powassan, but didn't end up affecting them in the last game. So they took a lot of penalties. It felt like in that French River game.
They did, and I'm hoping they can reel that in a little bit, but
Well, you got no disrespect to French River, you got a more lethal team here, one would argue.
for sure.
And they're already down 1-0. Now they have the man advantage to kill. Gallagher with the puck. Back to the point. And they couldn't hold the zone there. Because now the puck's down the ice. That was Manoff. And he flips it up quickly. Going into the corner to battle for that one. It's Carson Ricci. As now he lays down on the puck to try to kill some time. 1.5 minutes left on this man advantage. Puck's going to come loose. That's going to be Little who gets to it and flips that one down the ice and kills some precious seconds here on the penalty kills. The Voodoos make a wholesale line change. 1:20 left. Blind River out of their zone. That's Manoff. Down the ice. Gains the zone. Gallagher stops up. Back to Manoff. Manoff walking in. Stops up. Quickly over to Gallagher with a shot. And that one's turned aside. Now we got some gloves coming off and a Voodoos player's jerseyed. And it looks like we're getting a bit of a fight here going on as well. As the Blind River player just is losing equipment. And same with Powassan is now both players are just swinging hands. And that'll be a decisive takedown there for the Voodoos. That's something you don't see every day here in the NOJHL. Is a fight, especially with visors mandatory in this league.
Yeah, fights are rare, but the Powassan guy got a good one. He didn't get his helmet off where Blind River. His player lost his helmet and took a few good shots right to the noggin there.
That looks like Kovacs, who's going to go off for Blind River. He has 2 points in 2 games as a goal and an assist. And I missed the number of the Voodoos player. It looks like Cameron Lemke. And if we see Cameron Lemke later, well, then we know. But
yeah,
those guys will be shown to the shower here early, as they're not. I believe league rules state that you can't come back after a fight. So here we are with a minute left on the man advantage. And we'll have to see if there's any penalty minutes doled out, as that was kind of a Blind River situation that kind of, they started that one, it seemed like, or at least from what I saw.
I didn't catch the start of it, but yeah, I'm a little surprised not seeing instigator minutes up there, but the ref may have just saw it as 2 guys going at it that took it too far.
Well, we're back underway here after that tilt, and the puck's back to the point. Thrown cross ice, another shot. That one's blocked in front. Can't get it out of the zone, though, as Blind River keeps it in. That's Gibson back to the point. Another shot blocked there. That was Vordstad with the shot. Now Farraco gets it back to the point. Back to Farraco. Into the corner, behind the net. Now he walks it back. Another chance here is Blind River with 20 seconds left playing the cycle game. Good chance there, stopped by Duracolo. Another chance. The referee says no goal. The Blind River player celebrated as if he'd scored. That's Gibson. That would have been his first on the season. But the referee says play on as he deems that it hit the crossbar. Going to get back to 5-on-5 hockey. Here's Rotundo, tries to get the puck out of his zone. He does. Smetham out of the box, plays it to the center of the ice. And now Gibson tries to get it back in, or rather Ilke. And now Patrick walking in. He hit the post earlier and when it was still 0-0. Gets it back to the point. Shoveled back in by McClellan. Smetham sends it behind the net. And there's his man Lemke. So it wasn't Lemke in the fight. McClellan takes a wide shot looking for a tip. Can't get that one on net. As now the puck bounces around. Lemke tried to shovel it behind the net. Instead, Patrick gets it to go. And now on the near side boards. Blind River regains possession. As the puck is still in Blind River zone. Voodoos with 1 shot so far, 7 minutes played. 5 shots for Blind River, with 1 passing or beating Duracolo. Patrick tried to get up to McMillan. McMillan shovels it back, but it's a quick chance from Blind River. Turned aside and blocked. Now Blind River again with possession in the Voodoo zone. Still some clean ice down in the Blind River zone as it's been all in Powassan territory so far. Patrick flipped it behind the net to McClellan. McClellan tried to get it up and over. And that one's just flipped back in by Vordstad. Now Powassan gets it up and off the glass, but not very far down as Blind River just sends it right back in. From Manoff. McClellan goes around for McMillan. McMillan leaves it there for Thompson. Back to McMillan. McMillan gets his way out there. Ray Smith, the battalion prospect, walking in, takes a shot. Kicked aside there by Wintle. And now the puck lands up on top of the net, so we'll get a stoppage and play here.
Yeah, and that was a good penalty kill, especially after that fight. At the point of that was Tucker Shields, who was this week's guest on the Frontline podcast.
He was indeed kicking off season 4, along with general manager Chris Dawson.
Yeah, and that's a notable difference for us to have the Voodoos leading off the season, and we're excited to have the support of the Voodoos.
Lots of value from Powassan for sure. Shot on net, blocked aside by Wintle. Yeah, 2 great guests to kick us off there. Also, new logo.
Yeah, new Frontline logos.
As now we get a chance here. Coming in is Owen Smetham. Owen Smetham with the shot. Hey, great speed there from the youngster. And a good save there by Wintle. Powassan with their best chance yet.
Yeah, that would have been great to see both Smethams on the score sheet already.
One for a good reason, one not. Now puck on the far side. That's Russo trying to get it out. Battling for it. Smetham picks it up. Smetham got it out to his man. And now it's down the ice. That was Andrew Scott playing in his first game here. Andrew Scott from California. Played for the Voodoos last year too before being traded to Cochrane. Now another chance. Kicked aside by Duracolo. Ricci on the near side corner battling for it. Blind River comes away with a good battle there by Patrick to get the puck up and out as Dubroy playing back up on forward this game after taking a turn at defense. Now another chance turned aside by Duracolo. And puck sent down the ice. That'll go for icing here, as indeed it does.
And that was a great play by Smetham to intercept that pass and get out ahead on that break there. He also, as you mentioned, DeBroy had a game on defense.
Yep.
Owen Smetham, his play is really starting to impress me. I wasn't sure. I just didn't know anything about him at the start of the year, but see him play cover defense, get a good break like that. I think he has a lot of potential on this team.
I think he does indeed. And of course, his brother Reese is really good at putting the puck in the net, as we saw last year. One of the few 20 goal scorers for the Powassan. As Dubroy into the corner, one of the first signings of the offseason for Powassan from the Sudbury U18 Nickel Capitals. Puck down the ice. Dubroy gets a stick on it. He's got speed to burn, as we saw in that last game as well. Patrick tried to flip it across ice. That one's just going to go right across. Now it's back to Patrick, who gets it to Little. Little, cross ice quickly. Sent back in. Another chance just turned aside by Wintle. Rotundo out there as well. One of the 2 16-year-olds on this team, along with Wraith Smith. Blind River flips the puck back in Powassan territory. Powassan's kind of put the pressure back on the Beavers here a little bit after that breakaway chance by Smetham. Now down the ice, Reese Smetham chasing after the puck along with Tucker Shields. Tucker Shields with a good stick. Didn't think he was going to play this year. Came to Powassan thinking it was going to be his last season last year. And we're glad he's back. Another chance there. Robinson turned aside by Duracolo. And now it's McClellan. Couldn't get the puck out. Walking in, Blind River. Another chance up and over. And almost put in the net. It looked like it from this angle from Lemke, but able to keep it out instead. Good save there by Duracolo. He just didn't see it. Now Smetham in alone. Reese Smetham, what a save by Wintle on the glove. Both Smethams robbed here in this first period. As Lemke, as things are starting to open up a little bit now too.
I tell you, my family did not have that kind of speed.
It's all that maple syrup, eh?
That weighs you down.
Brockero loses it to Thompson. Thompson takes a hit, couldn't keep the puck in, and now sent all the way down, but it won't go for icing as it hits Duracolo. Little with the puck. Looks for a big stretch pass up for Thompson. And Thompson has to chase after it now. Kalo in the near side corner, battling for possession. That's also along with Morden. Another chance, tipped on net by McMillan. Wintle can't get the rebound, but no harm, no foul there, as Powassan couldn't get a shot away off the rebound. Norman knocks it back in. On the near side now, behind the net, Blind River. Back behind their net. That's Kalo as the puck's quickly up, but instead Smith picks it up. Smith, the Battalion are very high on him. He scored a goal against French River. Played against Ottawa in the first preseason game as well. Now down the ice, going the other way. Blind River. There's too many rivers here.
One of the water places.
There's a lot of lakes too.
Yeah.
Although Elliott Lake, not really sure what they're going to be doing right now, as the municipalities had to close their arena indefinitely. Puck played along the end wall. That was Ricci who had his stick knocked out from him. Now Owen Smetham up ice again. Walks in, stops up. Looks to shovel the puck into the center of the ice, but it couldn't get to his intended target of Russo. And now the puck is out. Flipped back in by Powassan, delayed offside here, so they'll have to tag up. Blind River down the other way. Stops up by Patrick. He couldn't handle it, though, as he's got to put it behind his net. And that's going to be Turner with the puck. He's now going the other way. Or rather, Dawson. How could I forget Caleb Dawson?
How dare you?
Yeah, I'll hear that one for the rest of my life. Puck on the near side, boards here. McClellan takes his man to the boards. Good pressure now by Blind River as the two teams are kind of trading chances, but they couldn't get a shot away. 11-6 in favor of Blind River now in that category. Puck goes down around the end wall. McClellan a little bit slow to it, but he's able to get the puck cross ice to Little. Little up the ice for Lemke. Lemke looks down the ice for Dubroy. Dubroy interfered with, and there will be a call on that one, as it'll likely, yes, it is indeed a tripping call, as that did interfere with his progress to try and get the puck. So,
do we get our mid-period break here?
I don't think so, because it's a penalty.
So we're at 6 minutes. Yeah, this is how's your I'll just ramble here a little bit. How's your voice feeling?
You know what? It was Jake Norman who was in the fight, by the way. So this was his first game of the season, and it didn't really last. But you know what? My voice really hurt and was dead the next day after the Voodoos game, because I didn't drink.
Yeah.
And that is one thing you should do while you're doing this, and I didn't.
Water.
Yes.
You should drink water.
Yes.
Not other beverages.
No, not Coca-Cola like I do.
Or, fluids. We're just not alcoholic beverages.
Yes.
Alcohol is actually specifically bad for your voice.
Shields tries to flip it back in. Oh, my voice was on fire after that game, but it's doing okay right now. We'll see at the intermission, though.
Yeah.
As the puck's down the ice with Powassan on the man advantage again. We can't tell the time because of the stanchion. I just tell you there's more than a minute left on the man advantage. Just trying to walk in was Ricci. Couldn't get a chance away, but Blind River is going to be able to shovel that one down the ice, and they'll have to pick it up. Duracolo out to play the puck, leaves it behind his net. Patrick decided to leave it as well. And now with possession of it, that's Parker McClellan. Up the ice for Smith. Smith flipping it around behind the boards for Thompson. Thompson tries to kick it out, and instead Blind River just flips it down. Duracolo out to play the puck, as there was a good forecheck there by Gallagher. Less than 5 minutes here to go. Less than a minute left on the man advantage as well. Patrick down the ice. Walks in. To the near side for Thompson. Back to the point. McClellan tries to find Thompson. And Blind River's penalty kill is just having its way with Powassan trying to get into the zone right now. They're not able to keep much pressure on this first one, as Thompson has his helmet knocked off, so he has to race to the bench. And now Smith keeps the puck in. Smith flips it back in. Smetham out front looking for Patrick. Patrick has to chase it around behind the net. And now it's out front Little. Back to Smetham. Smetham with a chance, and he's robbed a second time by Wintle's glove in this one. Oh my goodness.
I thought that was going to be in for sure, but Wintle's Whoop, no way.
Yeah, he did the Patrick Waugh there.
Yeah. Yeah, Alex Little came out there, looked like a man possessed jumping on the ice when Chase Thompson had his helmet coming off. Looked like he wanted to put it in the net more than anything.
Yeah.
That was a beautiful pass to Smetham, but, sometimes the goalie wins.
Sometimes. Now we're back to 5-on-5 hockey here. So Powassan's 0 for 1, Blind River's 0 for 1 on the man advantage here this evening in Powassan. Voodoos are back in action again tomorrow against the Greater Sudbury Cubs. We'll have that action for you on the front line. And, of course, for streaming purposes, that's a high stick by the Voodoos, so nobody could touch it, but Cook gets to it, so that negates that. Now Rotundo behind his net. Mason Rotundo, one of the standouts on the U16 Trappers last season. Flips it up for Shields. Goes cross ice now for Little. Little gets around his man, gives it to Dawson. Dawson walks in, takes the shot, and just from where he scored in that game, he wasn't able to put that one in the net, though, as he just missed wide. Now on the far side, Blind River. Good chance there, negated by Rotundo, who blocks the cross-ice pass as Lemke speeds down the ice. Lemke with Dawson, leaves it for Dawson. Dawson with the shot, and that one just fluttered on net and wide. Lemke has the puck stuck out from underneath his skates, and is flipped out by Blind River off the top of the glass, and Darren Long will blow the whistle on that one. So we'll get another stoppage here.
Yeah, and we have going all the way back down into the Blind River end, but that penalty kill by them was textbook.
It really was.
Aside from that one chance by Smetham, Powassan didn't have a chance to get anything going. They just kept them outside, no good looks. I don't think they even had any other shots on net during that power play. And yeah, so let's see if Powassan get those tightened up a little bit and get some pucks towards the net for when they have the man advantage.
Well, they've gotten some good chances, but that's come at 5-on-5. Back to the point. Another chance there, turned aside. That was Robinopoulos. Now Ricci carries the puck back into Blind River territory. Tries to take advantage of maybe a bad change. And it's back out for Gabriel Robinopoulos. Another chance sent in. Glove down by Wintle, and he's just going to hold on to it. With 2:40 left in this first period, Blind River still up 1-0. And now we'll get our mid-period break because that is the first whistle that deems it acceptable because of all the silly rules. But that's it. So we'll be back on the other side of this.
Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Average Joe's Eatery. Average Joe's, where we want your experience here to be a happy one. 3501 Trout Lake Road.
And we welcome you back inside the Powassan Sportsplex here for what's been a frantic first period between these two teams. The first goal of the game coming to Blind River, and that's off the stick of Bryce Burnett, who put the puck past Dan DeRoccolo early in this period. Blind River coming in with a 2-0 record on the season. Powassan 1-0 after their lone game a week ago today against the French River Rapids, a 5-0 victory. And us at the front line, we're here to take you through that one. And then, of course, Tucker Shields and General Manager Chris Dawson on the front line Season 4 episode premiere this past week. It looks like we're going to have some more Voodoos content this week, as I can't give away too much, but I'll just give away the whole store while I'm here. It looks like we might have assistant coach Josh Hardiman and Cameron Lemke on the podcast this week.
That would be fantastic. Now, another big thing is the new logo that was introduced by the Frontline broadcast. We've gone through a few iterations of logos before. This one, I think, might be my favorite.
I like it a lot. It's really crisp. It's really clean. The hockey sticks on the side is really great as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, really great outwork as we've kind of rebranded as the puck is shot from the point by McClellan and out of play. Also, other big news, we're now part of a podcast network in North Bay, the northbayecho.ca, if you want to check that out. They have a couple of North Bay-centric podcasts, including the Frontline podcast on there. Announcement came yesterday with Clark Communications. So lots of things happening in the frontline world this week. So it's kind of nice to get to a game and have things slow down a little bit. As much as it might not sound like things are slowing down because I still have to talk a lot. As we're back underway here, playing for the puck, that was Smetham. Owen Smetham with possession behind the net, tries to flip it back out. McClellan flips it back in. And now the puck's down the ice for Blind River. Now in a foot race with Little, that's Burnett. And Little He's able to knock him off the puck. Puck goes down the other way for Owen Smetham. Smetham, a little bit slow to develop there, but he's able to get a shot away. Wintle stops that one. Another good chance there, but couldn't get much mustard on that shot. As now Blind River going the other way. Walking in. That's Ferracaro, who has 5 points in the 2 games played so far coming into this one. Battling for possession. Now he tries to get it past Lemke. Lemke's able to shovel it down the ice. It's in a bit of foot race. He's able to get it close to the net, and now he's pulled down into the net, and Wintle's going to cover that one, but it looks like we're going to get a penalty for hooking, and I believe that's going to go against Blind River.
I was hoping maybe a penalty shot there, but...
I guess he kind of got the shot away, but...
Yeah.
It looks like Powassan's going to go to the man advantage here for 2 minutes or less, and if it is for 2 minutes, well, that'll take us in to about 36 seconds of the second period. This is a minute 24 left here on the clock. 1-0 Beavers lead. Oh. Face-off coming down here, and somehow that went against Cameron Lemke.
That doesn't make sense to me.
I am confused. How did that go? Mike Brito, even the public address announcer, was over on the Blind River side, ready to open up the door, and no, apparently not. That one's going to Cameron Lemke, so the Powassan will find themselves on the man disadvantage here for hopefully the remainder of this period. As the shot comes in, DeRoccolo gloves that one down.
And that's one thing that DeRoccolo's really good at, is when he drops into his butterfly, keeping the body still while he gets that glove out to smother the puck and not having rebounds go out. And that one was just above his head, almost a baseball catch.
Blind River once again with possession. Man off, near side to Gallagher. Gallagher goes cross ice, back to Manoff. Manoff with a shot, that one was tipped, and that one went wide. Shields just going to shovel the puck into the corner, couldn't hold on to it though. Now it's back to Manoff. Manoff near side to Gallagher. Gallagher walking the line, gives it back to Manoff, another shot. Good block there by Little, as that one was clean off the shin pads, and that one is flipped up and off the netting and out of play.
You could say that was a big block by a Little.
Oh, that's terrible. You should feel bad.
I feel fantastic. I regret nothing.
47.8 seconds left on the clock, a minute 24 left on the man advantage. 1-0 Blind River leads. Powassan killing this penalty. I've always really been partial to these Blind River jerseys. The cream color, really nice.
Yeah, you're a big fan of that.
I am. I love cream color jerseys, especially in baseball. Baseball just fits. It just has that old-timey vibe to it.
I could see that in baseball.
Now Wintle playing the puck off the dump in as he flips it behind his net. Going the other way is Manoff. Manoff behind the net. Little comes away with it. Tries to get it to Patrick. Patrick's going to hold it up against the boards and try to kill as much time as he can. As now also in there is Ricci, but the puck comes loose. Little gets to it. Little goes for a skate with it. Decides to go right down to the Blind River zone. As it's to Patrick. Patrick to Thompson with a shot. And that one's just high over the net as the Voodoos look to try and get some kind of shorthanded goal. 5 seconds left on the clock. Blind River with their last chance of the period to Cook. Cook, cross ice. Oh, and what a chance there as they just put that one wide. And now immediately after the whistle, as the end of the period, as he was able to run into DeRoccolo, Little took exception to that. And now we're going to have some players. We already had a fight in this period, which is rare again in the NOJHL, but we're going to get some more rough stuff here. So we'll have to see how this boils into the second period of play. My goodness, although I'm not too upset with the captain taking, hey, exception of your goalie getting run.
No.
But that's one of those momentum plays where the guy was on, he didn't intentionally try to run into DeRoccolo.
Yeah. And that's one of those things you don't know if there's something said at the time,
yeah,
or a little gesture made or what that sometimes calls for a reaction, or if he just didn't notice and it looked to him like it was an intentional run at the goalie. You got to stand up for your goalie. Yeah,
you do indeed. So with that being said, that'll be the end of this period here. Blind River's up 1-0 after 20 minutes of play. The Voodoos will have to kill the penalty for 36 more seconds on the other side. Shots on goal, 12-10, also in favor of Blind River. I'm Courtney Kenny. He's Ben Long. Almost called you Ben Sargent. That would have been egregious.
I would have been upset.
I don't blame you for that. Anyways, with that being said, we'll be back on the other side of this intermission.
Average Joe's Eatery and Patio Bar is North Bay's only year-round lakefront restaurant. On the shores of beautiful Trout Lake, we have been serving delicious food and stunning views since 1999. Indulge in one of our delicious menu items, or simply sit with a cocktail in hand and watch the beauty of Trout Lake before your eyes. Check us out online at averagejoes.net or visit us in person at 3501 Trout Lake Road, North Bay.
Hey there, I'm Mike the Financial Advisor. When you strip it down to its core and you take away all the industry jargon, I help people solve financial concerns. So if you're concerned that you'll never save enough to retire comfortably, or that your kid is going to graduate post-secondary $40,000 in debt, or maybe even that life is going to take a really unfortunate sideways turn and somebody is going to have to open a GoFundMe page for you and your family, I can help you prevent all of those things from happening. If you want to see how, you can find me on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Just do a search for Mike the Financial Advisor. You should find me.
You rely on your vehicle to take you to the places that matter most to you. So bring your vehicle to the team you can rely on to keep it running at its best. Dave's Automotive Services. Whether you're getting your car or truck ready for the season with a tire change, making sure you're safe on the road with an inspection and certification, or doing your due diligence to keep your vehicle in tip-top shape with regular maintenance, Dave's Automotive Services has you covered. Expert troubleshooting, quality repairs, and time-efficient labor are the 3 stars of service you can expect when you bring your car or truck to Dave's Automotive Services at 411 Airport Road. Call 705-478-5544 and book your appointment today. Meals are a special time for families to gather, share their day, and spend quality time together. Those dinners are made extra special when you add tropical produce found in the markets and grocery stores that carry La Huerta imports. La Huerta knows the importance of family, so they know which quality products make the best quality meals for your customers, whether it be Mexican Hass avocados, Brazilian figs, Ecuadorian red dragon fruit, or something just as exotic and special. To get your supply of the best tropical produce at competitive prices with brands buyers trust, contact La Huerta Imports at 705-752-1478.
Barry!
Huh?
I told you not to be scaring the customers.
Hey, Barry, come on in for a bite. And bring Brianna with you.
For only 2 minutes up the hill, where you're only a stranger once.
Ready to embark on an electrifying adventure? Look no further than the Mitsubishi Outlander, available in gas or PHEV, the SUV that redefines excellence. Recently awarded the best midsize utility vehicle in Canada for 2023 by AJAC. This bold and sophisticated SUV delivers advanced performance, safety, and tech, plus peace of mind with its standard super all-wheel control and the best warranty in the business. With red-hot deals and plenty in stock, your award-winning drive starts with the Mitsubishi Outlander.
Average Joe's Eatery and Patio Bar is North Bay's only year-round lakefront restaurant. On the shores of beautiful Trout Lake, we have been serving delicious food and stunning views since 1999. Indulge in one of our delicious menu items or simply sit with a cocktail in hand and watch the beauty of Trout Lake before your eyes. Check us out online at averagejoes.net or visit us in person at 3501 Trout Lake Road, North Bay.
Hey there, I'm Mike the Financial Advisor. When you strip it down to its core and you take away all the industry jargon, I help people solve financial concerns. So if you're concerned that you'll never save enough to retire comfortably, or that your kid is going to graduate post-secondary $40,000 in debt, or maybe even that life is going to take a really unfortunate sideways turn and somebody is going to have to open a GoFundMe page for you and your family, I can help you prevent all of those things from happening. If you want to see how, you can find me on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Just do a search for Mike the Financial Advisor. You should find me.
You rely on your vehicle to take you to the places that matter most to you. So bring your vehicle to the team you can rely on to keep it running at its best. Dave's Automotive Services. Whether you're getting your car or truck ready for the season with a tire change, making sure you're safe on the road with an inspection and certification, or doing your due diligence to keep your vehicle in tip-top shape with regular maintenance, Dave's Automotive Services has you covered. Expert troubleshooting, quality repairs, and time-efficient labor are the 3 stars of service you can expect when you bring your car or truck to Dave's Automotive Services at 411 Airport Road. Call 705-478-5544 and book your appointment today.
And we welcome you back inside the Powassan Sportsplex for what promises to be the second period of Powassan Voodoos versus Blind River Beavers. I'm Courtney Kenny. He's Ben Long.
Yeah, we should be in for an interesting second period. The way you said that promises to be a second period.
Yeah, I know. I don't know where my head was going with that, but it is what it is. 36 seconds left on the clock to a Cameron Lemke penalty, which nobody seemed to understand what was happening. And then, of course, Michael Gallagher and Alex Little also both getting penalties right at the 20-minute mark after a little brouhaha. The lone goal scorer in that period goes to Bryce Burnett for Blind River, scoring early in that period. And now, as we're about to get underway, I do have to provide a bit of a shout-out to Tracy Cook, whose son Brandon Cook plays for the Beavers. Cook was an 8th-round draft pick of the Flint Firebirds this spring. Tracy is a childhood friend of Leanne Dawson, mom of Caleb Dawson, who, of course, was a U18 draft pick of the
wife of Chris Dawson.
No, I don't know how Chris manages that, but hey, here we are. Both grew up in Thessalon as well, towards the Sioux a little bit, in between Blind River and the Sioux. Yep. That's where you find Thessalon. There's your Professor Courtney's geographical lesson of the day.
I just think if anyone is goodly enough to stay married to Chris Dawson, they should get a special shout out. And you know.
That's true.
Let's raise some awareness here.
That's true. Yeah, let's raise some awareness a little bit. Also, just while we're talking here, the Beavers make their first visit to the Powassan Sportsplex this season to finish the Voodoos, of course, in a rematch of the 2017 NOJHL final, in which the Voodoos won in 4 straight, which was also remarkable because the Voodoos won 12-0 in that playoffs that season to become NOJHL champions.
That is the season that all other Voodoos teams will always be compared to when talking to you.
Well, and you know what? That's the thing, but I keep going on about the 2019-2020 season and how they were robbed. I don't think they would have gone 12-0 because 12-0 is just miraculous.
Yeah.
Like, that's just an outlier of outliers. But I'm pretty confident they would have won the league that year. The only team that was close to them was Timmins, so that would have probably been the East Division finals, and it would have been tight. I would say Powassan would have won in 6 because they hadn't lost a game with Owen Say and net against Timmins all season.
Yeah.
But it's playoffs.
Powassan and Timmins is always a heated game, though, right?
It is indeed. Of course, Powassan and Sudbury starting to turn into a little bit of that rivalry as well, which we'll see tomorrow night. Other notes as well to let you know, Gabriel Grobanopoulos joins the Voodoos for his first game. The big right-handed shot defenseman that was added to the roster due to injuries to Jake Norman, who we saw very briefly, Ethan Cyber, and Jaden Sturge in training camp. Gorbanopoulos played sports school hockey in Blythe Academy for the past 2 seasons. His older brother Evan plays defense for the Milton Menace in the OJHL. As we're back underway here, Powassan in their home greens are going left to right, and the Beavers in their road whites are going right to left. So we're back underway now. Puck going down the other way. And that's going to be sent into the corner. Near side wall now. Back to Ferracro. To Manoff. Manoff at the point. Walks it. Gives it to Ferracro. Look to take a shot. Gets it back to Manoff. Manoff, who wasn't afraid to take some shots in the last period, send it on net, but it hit the glass, and then it comes out. Cook with the puck as we're back to 5-on-5 hockey. Cook goes for a skate along the perimeter. Switches spots with Manoff, loses possession but keeps it in. Another chance there by Lemke as he's back out on the ice now after that penalty. Back to Manoff. Manoff skates around, stops up, looks around. Gets it up to Smetham. Smetham couldn't make anything happen there. It's back to Cook. Cook just skating around, can't get a shot away, but basically having his way with the puck in the Powassan zone. And now it's Robinson. Robinson up the ice for Thompson. Thompson with a lane to the net. Thompson walks in, takes the shot, couldn't get it on net as good sticks there by Powassan. Stop that chance. Smith throws a hit. Now it's out front. Another chance there for Blind River as it's knocked down by DeRoccolo. And Powassan still can't get it out. Blind River all over the Voodoos here. Another chance out front, saved by DeRoccolo as the puck comes back out front again. And now Powassan tries to get it out, still can't, and now they do. But they don't have possession for very long as Blind River carries it right back in. Almost 2 minutes gone here. It's been all Blind River to start this period so far, as now it's weird to look down and see play down at the other end that we didn't see much of in the start of the first period.
Yeah, and that might be the same thing. Hopefully Powassan can wrap the second period of this, or second bit of this period around and have some power going the other way, get some more shots on net, and hopefully get the score tied up here. Get some, so without the name Smith, get some good shots too.
Yes. As here we go now with Wraith Smith skating down, breaks the D, tries to get it out front. Thompson with a chance, and it's off the post and goes wide. Smith nearly split the D on his own, but a good chance there to get the pass off to Thompson. Just couldn't convert as Powassan has looked good in limited opportunities in this game. Now out front again for Blind River. Couldn't get another shot away as now it's knocked down, not out by McMillan. And Blind River reconvenes out in front of the net, takes another shot. DeRoccolo with the save. As now we have a public address malfunction there with some music. As this McMillan once again with possession. McMillan gains the red line, goes cross ice with his dump in. Smith flips it right back in and goes off for a change. Blind River gets the wires crossed up a little bit, and now it's Callow. Callow flips it in around McClellan. As now the puck is around the end wall, flipped out, not for very far though for Powassan. And now down the ice goes Powassan. Another chance, good save there by Wintle. As that was a good chance by the Voodoos. Now Blind River beats out the icing. That was Caden Dubroy on the chance. Puck down the ice, misses the man. Now Dubroy with some speed to burn, takes a shot. And that one missed the net. And it's going to go down all the way to Powassan territory. If the Beavers were able to get the puck, it would have been a 2-on-0, but they couldn't get to the puck quick enough as Powassan was able to get some men back. Now back down the ice again is Dubroy, who's been all over the ice on the shift. Dubroy carries it around behind the net. Dubroy back behind for Patrick. The puck hops over his stick. Now it's Scott. Scott had the puck roll over his stick as well. Found his way back to Powassan here in the offseason after playing for Cochrane for the back half of last season. Now Blind River, another chance. Goes cross ice. And is flipped down the ice by Russo. Chasing after it there was Scott, but he couldn't beat out the icing, so just under 4 minutes gone here. Andrew Scott talking to us this past week as well, talked about how he got to swim with the Polar Bears when he was up in Cochrane. Something NOJHL players won't get to do this year is there's no team in Cochrane.
No, that's that's a neat life opportunity for a lot of these guys who a lot of them come from Southern Ontario and will never
California for Scott.
Yeah, never otherwise be that far north.
No. Another shot stopped by DeRoccolo. I tell you, I wouldn't get into a tank with a Polar Bear.
I might.
Russo sends it wide. But yeah, you strike me as that type.
Being in the bush with a black bear? No thanks.
No, but
in a tub with a polar bear? Maybe. I'll make sure I have an extra bottle of Coke that I can toss them.
Oh, that's good. That's fair. Yeah, that's a good little marketing advertisement there.
Come on, Coke, sponsor us.
Yeah, let's go. Another chance out front. Blind River couldn't get the shot away, though. Powassan doing a good job of clogging up the lanes, even though Blind River has won in the puck possession game so far this period. and arguably for the game. Down the ice, no icing call. As that's Prax with the puck. Now down into his own zone is Russo. Russo lost possession for a moment, tried to get it around behind the net, couldn't. Now it's Ferracaro with the puck. Caro tried to get it out front, but he gets it to his teammates instead. But now Lemke comes away with it. Lemke rims it around. He can't hold on to the puck. And now Smetham with another chance. Smetham walks in, takes a shot. He missed the net. And he looks to pick up the rebound off the end wall as now he battles in the near side corner. Prax battling with him as well. Smetham looking for possession, but it's Prax who comes away with it. Lemke gets it to Smetham. Back to the point now. Another chance sent on net by Rotundo. And now down the ice into Powassan territory, but the Voodoos get it right back. Callow Shields collides with him, and now it's Little who gets onside. Little back out front looking for Shields. Tried to get it off his skate, but couldn't corral that. Now Blind River once again with possession in the neutral zone. Luke Thompson loses it to Callow, and now we'll have a penalty here coming to the Voodoos. It seems like a trip to the penalty box fiesta here for Powassan.
Yeah.
We talked about that early, how they were not heavily penalized, but seemed to be more penalized than French River in that game a week ago, and they're definitely more penalized in this game.
Yeah. And that was a story last year, though, too, as well, right? Like, they spent a fair amount of time in the penalty box. French River might have spent more time last year, but I forget how those numbers broke down.
Well, that was last week's game.
Yeah.
This week's game. The Voodoos will find themselves on the on the penalty kill again. Manoff with it. There's cross ice for Gallagher. Back to Cook. Cook. Back to Manoff. Faked the shot to Gallagher. Gallagher. Over to Cook. Back to Manoff. Manoff with the shot. That one's blocked off the shin pads of Patrick, and he's slowed up a little bit. But the puck down to Beaver territory for Thompson to chase after. Thompson. 30 seconds gone on the man advantage for Blind River. Manoff with the puck. Skates down the ice. Slows up. Takes the shot. And that one hit a stick and body in front. And hits off the end wall up near the Canadian flag. So we'll get a stoppage and play here.
Yeah, and that was a great penalty kill shift by, it was Patrick and Thompson out there. Great pressure on the defense up high in their end, and great pressure by Thompson when Patrick went off with the... We'll have to watch whether he makes it back out again, because he was showing a little ginger activity on the foot.
Yeah, stung for sure. We'll have to see. He had a good chance in the first period off the post. Back to the point now. Gallagher walks the line. Walks in, takes a shot. That one goes wide. Puck up on the end of the net. However, it comes free, so play on as the puck back to Manoff at the point. Manoff gets it to Cook. Back to Gallagher. Gallagher walking the line. Switches places with Cook, and then Manoff leaves it for Manoff. Manoff with the shot as that one's off a body and over the net as well. And we'll get another stoppage here.
That Canadian flag is taking a beating this power play.
Yeah, where's the Patriots here? Come on, guys.
Exactly. Come on. Give them penalties.
Yeah, that should be penalties for everyone.
Arrest them.
Yeah, there we go.
Where's the RCMP? Bring them in.
I would love to see a horse just walk right through here. Talk about wild.
At once, when I was a youth, my job was to dig horse posts.
Oh, yeah?
Yep. I'll finish that story later.
Back to action here. Little flips the puck down the ice. Was looking for Shields on the breakout pass, but instead it's going to go all the way down for Wintle, who will cover it up. And with 7 minutes even gone and 42 seconds left on the man advantage for Blind River, we'll get a offensive zone draw here for Powassan.
And to finish my horse story, when I was a teenager, I worked at the Pro Hardware here in Powassan, which is where the Home Hardware is now. The Amish community moved to town, so they needed somewhere to hitch their horses when they came in to pick up their hardware.
Makes sense.
And that was my job to dig them.
Made sense. Bit of a neat little job that not everyone has.
Nope.
Reese Smetham flips the puck down the ice. Both Smetham brothers have had some chances here in this one, Owen and Reese. 15 seconds left on the man advantage for Blind River now. Neither team able to crack the special teams yet as they flip it around behind the end wall. Powassan 0 for 1. I believe Blind River, this will make them 0 for 3. Back to the point. Shot on net, kicked aside by Duracolo. As we're back to 5-on-5, Patrick with the puck sends it down the ice. He finds his man coming out. Another chance here for Thompson with the shot. And what a save there by Wintle, as Wintle somehow hung on to that one by the skin of his teeth.
I thought that was going to make it through the arms there, but it did not. But yeah, that was a great play by Powassan. Heads up play in the defensive end to see that there's a man way down that just sprung from the box. Get the puck down to him. Nice pass over to Thompson for a great shot.
Great chance indeed for Powassan. Wintle, very impressive so far in this game. As now it's a chance here for Rotillo. Flips it around the end wall. Blind River with possession. Once again, lots of play in the Powassan zone these past couple of minutes. Of course, on the man advantage. Lemke levels his man. My goodness, what a hit. Wow, Cameron Lemke just sat him down.
That got the fans into it.
Got the fans and his bench into it. As now Alex Little going for a skate there as he got the sticks caught in him. No holding or hooking call coming though. Fans here not overly impressed by that. Robinopoulos tried to get the puck to the point, but it didn't get very far. Smetham skates around the end wall, and now Little gets to it. Little flips it up for Lemke. Lemke back into his own zone. As Powassan's going to collapse and try to start this again. Shots on goal, 16-14 in favor of the Beavers now. Callow flips it right back into Powassan territory. And now Lemke slaps it down and out of his zone for Shields. Shields 2-on-1 here. Over for Smetham. Smetham looked to go back to Shields. Has a good stick there by Callow, broke up that play. That's maybe one of those moments where you want to be a little bit selfish and take the shot. Good chance there for Powassan, but an even better stick by Callow. Under 10.5 left here in the second period. As now McMillan loses a stick to Callow. No call there either. As Callow just promptly dropped it on the ice. So a good stick both times by Callow, I could say. Ricci try to get around his man. Now it's out front on a giveaway by Ricci, but no shot on goal registered as the puck went up and hit the glass. Now it's McMillan. Went cross ice. Robinson batted that one down and sent it right back in. Ricci with the puck. Couldn't get to it. Now it's Fracaro with it. Back to his man, Burnett. Now cross ice. Another chance coming for Burnett. He couldn't get the shot away. And now he's battling with Rotundo. Up the ice for McMillan. McMillan gets it out for Powassan. Tries to get it past Manoff. And now a battle ensues on the near side half wall. Thompson gets it to McMillan. McMillan tried to send it back behind the boards. Fanned on his attempt. So now, Blind River with possession again. Manoff going the other way. Manoff gets a stick on it. In now for Wintle. Another chance there as Dawson was held up. Thompson takes a hit on the near side wall. In for Dawson. Dawson couldn't corral that pass. Now Manoff gets to it. Now it's back out front. A good chance as the cross ice pass tried to find Thompson, but he couldn't get the stick on it. Dawson back behind the boards. Another chance here. Dawson twisting and turning in the Beavers zone as it's behind the end wall. Now it comes out. Blind River with possession. As the referees have mostly put away their whistles here in this period. Back out front now it's Smith. Smith up the ice for Smetham. Smetham didn't have enough time to get anything to happen, and now Smith loses possession to Gallagher. Gallagher down the ice for Cook. Cook gains the zones, takes the shot. That one's off the glass behind the net. No chance there as it's Robinson. Or Thompson, rather. Thompson going cross ice, looking for Gallagher. Couldn't get a shot away. In deep now. Little tries to shovel the puck down. He does. Couldn't get around his man, though. Now is Dawson with it. Dawson flips it up and out of the zone as he looks to the bench. No change coming just as of yet as he does go off. Now is Little battled down in the offensive zone but couldn't get the puck possession. Now it's back to Powassan zone. Blind River sends it back in. Gropinopoulos with the puck sends it down. And it's going to miss Wintel's net, so that'll go for icing. With 7:40 left here in the second period. 1-0 Blind River leads.
Yeah, this Blind River team just is a really strong team who's been really good at controlling, maintaining the puck, and maintaining pressure. The shots, though, are pretty even at 14-16 in favor of Blind River.
Yeah, after Blind River had a bit of a differential for a while there. Gropinopoulos down the ice. And it's back in for Blind River as they play around with it. Another shot. Ice for Lemke. Lemke stops up, tries to get past Callow. And now Lemke walks in. Lemke loses possession. It's back to Patrick. Patrick couldn't get a shot away. Patrick behind the net. Flips it back to the point for Rotundo. Rotundo takes a shot, takes it. Wintel. Good save there as it was knocked, redirected at the last second. Just over 6 minutes left here in this second period. 1-0 Blind River leads. Rotundo with the puck. Over for Little. Little flips it out. And down the ice with speed is Dubroy. Dubroy knocked off the puck as he couldn't get a chance to it, and Blind River recovers. Back to Robinson. Over for Patrick. Patrick with the shot. And Wintel gloves that one down, and we'll reach our mid-period break on that one. So we'll be back on the other side of this on the Frontline Game Day broadcast.
Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Average Joe's Eatery. Average Joe's, where we want your experience here to be a happy one. 3501 Trout Lake Road.
And we welcome you back inside the Powassan Sportsplex here for game number 2 of the 2023-24 NOJHL season for the Powassan Voodoos, coming off a 5-0 victory over the French River Rapids last week. And they find themselves down 1-0 here against the Blind River Beavers. I'm Courtney Kenny. He's Ben Long.
Yeah, Blind River had a big win over French River last week as well, to the tune of 9-2. Now, with those, we see some, low games played with high point totals. Leading Blind River is Fricaro with 6 points, 3 goals and 3 assists, including 1 assist today. We have Alex Little leading Powassan, and as I've been known to say before, he does not score a whole lot of goals, but he sure drives a lot of the offense here.
He does indeed. The NOJHL again doing you dirty on that one. He does not score a lot of goals. Cuts you off.
Yeah.
That was good. Thank you to whoever at the NOJHL cuts highlights, because that was a moment that lasted with us all last season. Still with us now, actually.
I'm going to hold on to that for the rest of my life, I think.
You are now known as the guy who says Alex Little doesn't score goals.
Yep.
What's with Benz and ripping into hockey players?
You know us.
Shields, who had to face his demons, and Ben Sargent this week on the podcast, sitting in a room with him. Ben didn't ask him any questions, though. Fricaro sent across ice. Durocolo run into. No call coming on that one. He looked a little shaken up. But now it's to Shields. Shields. Cross ice for Smetham. Smetham carries the puck in. Or rather, that was
Little, I believe.
Little. Smetham was the other player out there at the time. Little, who doesn't score goals.
Nope.
Turned aside.
Doesn't score a lot of goals.
No.
Although, so far this year up till today, he's 1 for 1. Goal a game.
He is, yes. He's on pace for 58, I believe, or 56.
56, I believe, is the season.
Yeah. Rotundo with the puck in the neutral zone. Goes cross ice for Ricci. Ricci skates the puck down. Loses possession, though, as he gained the zone. And now it's cross ice for Burnett. Burnett for Caro. Another chance out front as the puck bounced in on Durocolo, but just missed the net as the Voodoos are able to get it down the ice. Manoff going cross ice. Another chance here as Burnett's going to try to walk in. Burnett around Ricci. Good chance there, negated by a good play by Scott. Now in tight. Turned aside by Durocolo again. Puck going down the ice. Wintel going to play the puck. Sends it back behind his own net. Now going the other way is Prax. Prax takes the sharp angle shot, turned aside by Durocolo. And coming away with it is Scott. Scott going cross ice for McMillan. McMillan couldn't corral that pass off the boards, but he's able to send it back around the end wall. And now it's back to the point for Little. Shot there. Wintle kicked that one aside, and that puck goes up and over the boards. And a souvenir for either Matt Sucrum or Harrison from the Garrison, who's down in the corner.
Oh, look, Matt's gesturing that he's got the puck.
Oh, he's going to give it back.
What a good guy that Matt Sucrum is.
Yeah, you say good, I say weird. You know, it all kind of works out.
He's a weird kind of good.
Yes. I'll take Matt any day. As he gives us the thumbs up from the corner. Ball back to Smith. Smith with a pass cross ice, given away. Good defensive effort, though, to negate the chance from him there. As now it'll be Little with it. Little. Up for Smith. Smith didn't have a stick down, so he couldn't get a hold of it. And now, the other way, Blind River. Little with the puck in his own zone, flips it up the ice. Almost too many men on the ice. As now Dubroy comes away with it. Dubroy tried to walk in, had the puck knocked away from him, but he's able to find it again. And the puck is behind the net for McMillan. McMillan knocked to the ice. Looking for a call there. Thompson, it's in the net! Chase Thompson ties this game with his first on the season. The hometown hero strikes here, and the Voodoos are in flight.
That was not what's typically called a beautiful goal, but I'm sure anyone on Powassan bench is just as excited about it as if he would have dangled through the whole other team.
Well, if you're a Leafs fan, unfortunately like I am, you remember the dark days. And only one of the few players that we had to look forward to is JVR, who scored a lot of garbage area goals.
Yep.
And that is a garbage area goal for Chase Thompson. As we're back underway here now, game is tied at 1. As now Dawson went to chase after it. Dubroy gets to it. As now he tries to, there's two players holding each other, Dubroy and a Beaver down there. Callow with it. And it's flipped back out of the zone. Dawson tried to get a hold of it. Now Blind River on a 2-on-1. Shot there, saved by Duracolo. And now Duracolo, or the man known as D-Rock, getting a bit of a clap here as now Wintle is going to cover that one up.
Oh, there's an unsportsmanlike.
Yeah, Patrick's going to go off there as he gave Wintle a bit of a snow shower. There were 3:05 left in the second period. That's going to draw the ire of the Powassan faithful here, who've already had some words here for the referees, I would say, in this one.
Yeah, these teams are not losing any love towards each other, that's for sure.
I would say not, but it's hard to argue with a call like that one.
No, like, you got to call that. That's, you know, they have put their whistles away, and there's been some holding and some hooking stuff that they've not called, but taking liberties out of the goalie like that just has to be called. You can't let that get away. The game gets way too out of hand if you let that go.
1-1 game so far. We'll have to see if Powassan can keep the penalty kill solid. Back to Manoff. Manoff gets it to his man Gallagher. Gallagher nearly lost it to McClellan. Now they walk the ice or line. That's for Caro. His shot missed the net. Cook with it in the near side corner. Takes it behind the net. Cook. Back to the point for Gallagher. Gallagher walks the line. Back to Cook. Cook walks in, takes a shot. He missed the net there. Maybe looking for a tip. And now Lemke upends his man Gallagher, and Lemke in on a shorthanded chance here. Lemke with a shot. And Wintle, another big save. I would not want to face Wintle in a shootout situation at this point.
No, not with how he's been playing.
He's been playing red hot this game. Couple of breakaway chances that look like could be surefire goals for the Voodoos, and they can't bury them. As now, Blind River once again in possession. Manoff takes a shot. That one's off of Russo's skate and out of play. So less than a minute on the man advantage for Blind River. 2:05 left in the second period.
Yeah, and on this shorthanded play by Powassan, they have for the first time taken advantage in the shots for category, being up 20-19 on that breakaway chance there, and that was, man, they've had a few really good breakaway chances, and they're just being shut down.
Wintle's just having himself a game. We thought that Dyer had himself a game last week for the French River in a 4-0 or 5-0 game. Wow, Wintle's having himself a game here. There's a good chance there. Turned aside by Duracolo. He's just going to drop down and lay down on the puck.
Yeah, and he's not no slouch for himself, having faced 20 shots now in this game, only letting 1 goal, letting 0 goals on, I think it was 14 shots last game.
14 or 15.
Wasn't too many, but no goals against, so can't argue with that.
Nope.
No, his goals against average on the season is 0.5 now by the end of this game. If he
Quick maths. I'm not very good at that, but hey, I'll take it. That's why we employ other people on this broadcast.
Yep, my math skills are what got me here.
You know what got Mike Brown, the camera operator, here?
It's his birthday.
That's exactly it. Happy birthday, Mike. It's not actually his birthday.
It will be at the showcase,
It
though.
will be, yeah, coming up, the NOJHL showcase in a couple of weeks. 25 seconds left on the man advantage. Gallagher gets it in deep. Gets the puck back. Goes cross ice for Cook. Back to the point. Gallagher again with it. Back to Cook. Cook takes the shot. Was looking for Ficaro. Maybe try and tip that one in a la Bo Bichette. But he couldn't get the stick on it. As we're seconds away now. Cross ice pass. Good play there by Shields. Negates that. 5-on-5 back in action now. As it's going to be a good chance here for Patrick. As they're going to call him offside on what was a very close play.
He was definitely a step offside there. He got a little excited and got across the blue line just before the pass got to him. But, man, that would have been another great chance.
Well, with the way Wintel's playing right now, I don't know. But 59 seconds left in this period. It's a 1-1 hockey game.
Yeah, I'm sure Wintel's glad to have that been blown off because he's, as a goalie, if you make enough saves, you start to think one of these big ones isn't going to be made.
Yeah, that's exactly it. McMillan flips it around, tries to get it up. He does. Rotundo gets it down the ice. Now, back to Rotundo. He throws his body around, and it's going to go for offside. Now we're going to get some more words after the whistle between Rotundo and Callow. Yeah. Very feisty game. You don't usually see that between interdivisional games like this, especially this early in the season. But wow.
But they're all, to have a fight right off the start in the first 5 minutes like we had, and then to have the way the first period ended, it's just been, it's a bit of a mess out there.
Patrick won the face-off to McMillan. McMillan flips it in, hits his man. 39 seconds. McMillan got it out front. He couldn't find any green sweaters, though, as now going the other way is Burnett. Burnett loses it. Ricci also loses that. Maybe was a bit of a step ahead on that one is another chance to stop by Duracolo, as that looked like Robinson was a step ahead there, but no offside call on that one. So we'll get another stoppage here because of Duracolo. Jack Robinson, no slouch coming in either. He has 1 goal, 3 assists in 2 games played for 4 points on the season.
That's some pretty good numbers. I mean, obviously you can't zoom out like that, but that's on pace for 200 points this year?
Well, if we're playing 56 games, that's not 200 points.
How many points was it?
4 points in 2 games.
All right, yeah. 100 points.
Quick maths got Ben Long here.
You caught me.
Caught him in the lie. 14 seconds left. Blind River with possession as they flip the puck back in deep, just trying to negate the rest of this period. Shields tries to get it up and out. Little will. 4 seconds left on the clock. He's going to take a shot. As he does, it's blocked. Shields now with a chance, as that one just missed the net as he got a last-second shot off on that one. So, after 40 minutes of play, we're all where we were at the start of this game, albeit with 2 goals scored. It's a 1-1 game. 21-20 are the shots in favor of Blind River after 40 as well. And Ben, before we go, how are we feeling about that period?
I mean, much more in the favor of Powassan than we saw in the first period. That was a much more even period. The energy kept up from both teams. Lots of physical play, lots of excitement. If you're in the Powassan area, you're not down here, you're missing out on a great game to watch. Great
game indeed here at the Powassan Sportsplex between the Powassan Voodoos and Blind River Beavers. A feisty game as well. And we'll be back on the other side of this intermission. I'm Courtney Kenny. He's Ben Long. We'll see you on the other side of this.
Why is Northern Honda servicing more cars of all makes and models? Let's count the ways. 1. Our state-of-the-art facility has award-winning technicians. 2. Northern Honda has the lowest tire price guarantee, no matter what you drive. 3. The lowest synthetic oil change guarantee, and every 5th oil change is free for all makes and models. Plus, new Honda buyers get brake pads for life. See the service difference at Northern Honda, 1250 Seymour beside Home Depot.
Community engagement is one of our core focuses at McDonald's. The key is finding the right people who are passionate about the same things we are, helping kids be kids. McDonald's proudly supports local organizations such as the North Bay Regional Health Center Foundation, Big Brothers Big Sisters, One Kids Place, the Children's Aid Society, and Ronald McDonald House Charities. Stop by McDonald's on 1500 Fisher Street, North Bay to see how we can serve you and the community every day. Average Joe's Eatery and Patio Bar is North Bay's only year-round lakefront restaurant. On the shores of beautiful Trout Lake, we have been serving delicious food and stunning views since 1999. Indulge in one of our delicious menu items, or simply sit with a cocktail in hand and watch the beauty of Trout Lake before your eyes. Check us out online at averagejoes.net or visit us in person at 3501 Trout Lake Road, North Bay.
Hey there, I'm Mike the Financial Advisor. When you strip it down to its core and you take away all the industry jargon, I help people solve financial concerns. So if you're concerned that you'll never save enough to retire comfortably, or that your kid is going to graduate post-secondary $40,000 in debt, or maybe even that life is going to take a really unfortunate sideways turn and somebody is going to have to open a GoFundMe page for you and your family, I can help you prevent all of those things from happening. If you want to see how, you can find me on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Just do a search for Mike the Financial Advisor. You should find me.
You rely on your vehicle to take you to the places that matter most to you. So bring your vehicle to the team you can rely on to keep it running at its best. Dave's Automotive Services. Whether you're getting your car or truck ready for the season with a tire change, making sure you're safe on the road with an inspection and certification, or doing your due diligence to keep your vehicle in tip-top shape with regular maintenance, Dave's Automotive Services has you covered. Expert troubleshooting, quality repairs, and time-efficient labor are the 3 stars of service you can expect when you bring your car or truck to Dave's Automotive Services at 411 Airport Road. Call 705-478-5544 and book your appointment today.
And we welcome you back to the Powassan Sportsplex for period 3 of what should be an entertaining game. Or I guess it's been an entertaining game so far. My turn to screw up the return here this time.
Yeah, that's why I let you take it.
Yep.
He's Ben Long, I'm Courtney Kenny. I think I said when we were going into the intermission, he's Courtney Kenny, I'm Ben Long, and that's not how that goes at all. 1-1 game here after 40 minutes of play. In that period, the goal scorer for the Voodoos was Chase Thompson with his first of the season. And in the first period, going way back, Bryce Burnett early in the game got one past Dan Duracolo. And then we can also say that Ian Wintle having a great game, also in net for the Blind River Beavers.
Yeah, if the game keeps going the way it's going, the goalies are 2 of the 3 stars in my opinion.
They got to be pretty close. A couple of penalties in that period as well. Cameron Lemke for holding and Ryan Patrick for unsportsmanlike. 2 penalties going for the Voodoos. The last penalty to go to the Beavers was Michael Gallagher at the end of the first period for 20 minutes. The last time that the Voodoos had a power play came at the 13:47 mark of the first period to Andre Manoff. And if we're looking at the out-of-town scoreboard, well, it's the only game on the docket tonight in the NOJ, or rather in the NOJHL, or not in the NOJHL, my bad, sorry. I don't know what I'm talking about as we talk about hockey here. With the Powassan Voodoos coming back out to the ice here shortly. Blind River already there. As we have a couple of games on the docket, it's 3-2 for the Sioux Eagles over the Iroquois Falls Storm. At the end of the second period, the Hearst Lumberjacks lead the Elliott Lake Vikings 3-0, as I think the Vikings are going to have to play a lot of road games coming up, as we touched on it earlier. They're without an arena. And the Timmins Rock are currently up 3-0 on the Kirkland Lake Gold Miners at the start of the second period. So a late start there in Timmins on this Friday evening. Of course, what a better way to spend your Friday evening than at the rink here, even though it's still warm-ish out as the weather's starting to get a little bit colder.
Yeah, it's not so bad in here today, but sometimes it can get a little chilly in this
rink.
It
can. We talked about that a little bit. Tucker Shields says, though, once you get out there moving on the ice, you don't notice it.
It's really not so bad once you get out there.
No. So here we are back underway in the third period as the Beavers get the puck possession first. The Voodoos in their home greens are going right to left this period. The Beavers in their road whites are going left to right. As we're going to get a call here early in this one. Just 9 seconds into this third period. As that's going to be Smetham going off.
Second of the game.
Again, we talked about the Voodoos being heavily penalized last season and then keeping that trend up in the first game. Well, here they are again. So far, only 1 power play to show for in the game. Blind River getting chance after chance after chance to capitalize. Puck behind the net. Lemke flips it down the ice. Was looking for a stretch pass for Shields at the top of the zone. But he's just going to go in, and Wintel's going to be forced to make a stoppage. And then Shields had a couple of whacks at it. Nearly got it away from Wintel, but he's able to hold on and freeze it.
Yeah, Wintel had lifted up his glove before the whistle went.
Yeah, thought he was going to go.
And, yeah, so Blind River players probably weren't that happy, but they were smart to not make any stupid penalties and negate their power play.
Yeah, that's one thing I'll give Blind Rivers. They haven't taken any silly penalties, but that being said, there were a couple of calls that could have gone against them in that second period that weren't called, for sure. But overall, they played a rather disciplined game, I would argue. Manoff to Cook. Cook back to Gallagher at the point. His pass interrupted by Lemke, so he just sends it back in deep. Now it's on the near side corner, back to Gallagher. Gallagher looking for some options. Gets it back to Gallagher. Gallagher in tight for Fracaro. Fracaro had it knocked off his stick by Little, but it's back to the point for Gallagher after Thompson got on the near side wall. Takes a bit of a hit from Lemke, who's been a wrecking ball in this one. Now it's in tight for Fracaro. Goes cross ice. Cook tried to get a shot away, but it was in his skate, and it missed the net. Less than a minute now on the man advantage for the Beavers. Back to Gallagher. Gallagher back to Manoff. Manoff with the shot. Stopped by Duracolo. Chance on the rebound. Put in behind Duracolo. Somehow it stays out. And a good defensive effort there by the Voodoos to negate the puck going in the net as Fracaro tried to get one too many moves on Duracolo. Got the puck behind him, and it still stayed out of the net. Now Manoff, another shot. It's blocked in front, and the puck just laid there for a moment, but now it's on the near side corner. Gallagher back in for Cook. Cook back to the point for Gallagher. 25 seconds left on the man advantage. Gallagher takes his pass, loses it. Lemke gives him an earful as he goes back as they're able to clear the puck. Now it's back to Cook. Cook, hyped by Little, as now it's flipped up and out for Thompson, the goal scorer for Powassan. Thompson couldn't get the handle on it as that was sent down the ice for Robinson. Robinson back into the zone as we're back to 5-on-5 hockey here. The Voodoos killing off arguably the most important penalty kill of the game thus far. And now Smetham beats out the icing call as he came out of the box. Play will continue here. Burnett, the goal scorer for Blind River, over to Robinson. Robinson goes cross ice, batted on net. Duracolo had to be sharp on that one as he kicks that one aside. Thompson blew a tire, but they still get the puck out of the zone. And now it's cross ice for Callow. Callow sends it in. Duracolo tried to play the puck, missed it. Now it's Dawson with it. Dawson skates the puck down the ice, tried to find Smetham. His pass missed him, and Smetham's going to peel off for a change. And now Dawson battling all by himself as his stick is held up. No call coming on that one. As now it's back out front. Dawson going to get a call on that one as he tried to get a shot away and was hauled to the ice.
Yeah, that was a clear one that took a chance away, so the ref's got to call that one. The one before, I'm not quite sure. Maybe the ref thought they were just sort of both tangled up with each other, but...
Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, in the second period, there was definitely some chances for Blind River to take some penalties that weren't called.
Yeah, that was both ways, though.
Yeah, but I mean, it's a little bit more pronounced when they don't have any penalties, right? So,
yeah, for sure.
But here we go now, the Voodoos with a chance. That one had, as you mentioned, had to be called. Not taking away from the Voodoos, they definitely have taken some bad penalties in this game.
Yeah, like especially that snowing the goalie one was unnecessary.
Cross ice to Shields. The Voodoos couldn't get anything going on their man advantage last time. Could barely even get into the zone. Little. Back to Lemke. Lemke looked to go front, but it's back to Little. Now he goes to Lemke on the near far side half wall. Lemke loses possession. Blind River sends it down the ice. Still over a minute left on the man advantage as Duracolo plays the puck. Ricci with it, loses it. And now it's out front. Shorthanded chance there, put over the net by Blind River. Sloppy play in their own zone here on the man advantage for Powassan. Shields to Lemke. Lemke leaves it up for Little. Little slows things down, goes cross ice to Lemke. As Lemke goes up the ice, leaves it for Wraith Smith. Smith goes around one Beaver and holds up. Goes in deep now for Patrick. Patrick back to the point for Thompson. Thompson couldn't get a handle on it, so McClellan gets to it. Sends it in deep. Now it's Thompson with a quick chance there. Another chance. They score! Wraith Smith with his second of the season breaks the tie here on the man advantage for Powassan. It's 2-1.
Man, that was just a lot of hard work. And I wanted to comment before that goal about a great shift by Gallagher on the penalty kill. It was a great forecheck in Powassan's end. But he went off. Powassan got the puck down. A couple shots on net. And Wraith Smith made no mistake in making sure it hit the back.
Yeah, what a shot there. Wraith Smith, 2 goals in as many games for Powassan here. The battalion pick, one of many on this Voodoos team, has looked impressive through 2 games so far of this short season. As we're back underway here. Puck kept in, going cross ice. That pass was blocked there by Scott as it's now sent down the ice. Ricci sends it down the ice. Missed everybody as it gets to Blind River again. And the Beavers back on the attack, chasing after it. Ricci gets to it, sends it rink wide for Grobinopoulos. Now the puck goes rink wide. Near side wall kept in by Blind River. Russo had his pocket picked. He's back to the point. Cross ice to Manoff. Manoff with a shot to Rockalo with the save. Sent back to the point. Manoff keeps it in. Big hit there as now DeRoccolo gets to it. Another chance. It's loose. And somehow DeRoccolo kept that one out as well. Daniel DeRoccolo with a performance here in this third period. As now Russo sends the puck down the ice as he was falling. And that'll give the Voodoos a chance to change.
Voodoos power play goal, his second of the season.
Reese Smetham with the puck. Plays the puck. Chase Thompson with the assist. And Ryan Patrick as well picking up assists on that Smith goal. And now the Blind River Beavers in. Couldn't get the pass cross ice or they would have had DeRoccolo beat. Little with the puck, flips it out, up and out. And now chasing after it is Reese Smetham rather. Plays the puck back around behind him. That's going to be Shields who threw it out front. Lemke back behind. Now it's Shields. Shields behind the net. Tries to get it out. Now it's Smetham. Smetham flips it back for Shields. Shields battling for possession. Can't get to it. And now Blind River's going to collect the puck and go down the ice. Cook, nice stick there to flip it up and out. He's going to look for a pass cross ice, but Wraith Smith's going to stop that chance. Gets it up for Thompson. Thompson, the 2 goal scorers in this one on the ice for Powassan. Wraith Smith with a nice move to pick the pocket of Cook on that one, but he can't get any shot away as the puck is back in Blind River possession. Beavers flip it back in. Ricci with the puck from behind his own net. Looks for some options, finds Smith, and he's just going to get a stick on it, so there will be no icing call on that. As now Thompson battling for it on the far side along with McMillan. Thompson to McMillan out front. Another chance there for Powassan as that was Smith looking to get a second of the game. Along with Little was right there on the doorstep too. Couldn't get anything to convert though. Blind River once again with possession. Up the ice, hits a stick for Caro. And now it's down into Powassan territory, behind the net. Tried to flip it out front, couldn't make that one go. And we're back for Patrick. Patrick cross ice for Dawson. Dawson takes a bit of a hit from Manoff, but gets it in deep for Patrick. Patrick flips it back around behind the net. Now it's out for Patrick again. Patrick down the ice. That's going to go for icing here. Or rather, Burnett's going to beat it out. Almost 8 minutes gone here in this third period. Powassan with a late goal here. Or a recent goal to go up 2-1 from Wraith Smith. Shots on goal 26-23 in favor of Blind River. Dawson with a bit of a weaker attempt to get the puck down the ice and it's given up, but now going the other way is Patrick. Patrick into the zone, takes a sharp angle shot. That one's turned aside by Wintle. Dawson with it. Gets it up against the boards, tries to kill some time. As nobody can get the puck away from Dawson. Coming in for support is Dubroy. Dubroy gets it down the ice. However, it's to Ricci. Ricci was looking up the ice for Dawson. His pass missed as it's down into Beavers territory. Now Blind River tries to get it into Powassan territory, and they do, but Powassan's quick on that one with Rotundo. Another chance here as a couple of Voodoos players whack away at it, but Blind River gets possession back up to Thompson. Thompson Skates the puck in, goes cross ice. Gallagher takes a shot. That one missed the net. And it's kept in, however, by Blind River. 9 minutes gone here in this period. Rotundo behind the net. Tries to flip it out. His stick is knocked from his hands. Russo gets to it as Rotundo reacquires his stick. And the puck is flipped up, but not out as it finally does get out, as Scott was able to get it past the blue line before falling. Thompson with the puck. Gets it back as it misses his man. Now Owen Smetham with some speed. Smetham walks in, takes a shot. He picked his corner, but put it high and wide of the net. Now it's to Little. Little walks in, takes a shot. That one's blocked. Kept in now by Smetham as Little's in deep. Twisting around. And it's up and out for Blind River. Or rather, they hit the linesman, so they kept it in. Chance now for Powassan. It's off Shield skate, though. And now Blind River will get it out. But they got it out so well, they sent it out of the ice surface, so we'll get a stoppage and play here.
Is that not a penalty?
I don't
shot directly
know.
out?
I don't know. I don't think in this league.
Okay. It's not in this case, anyway.
Nope. It is not. Thompson with the face-off win, got it to McMillan, but he couldn't get a shot away. He was in prime shooting territory off that face-off draw. McMillan takes a hard hit. Now it's to Smith, or rather back out for Ricci. Ricci, cross ice, he gets it up to Robinopoulos. As the Voodoos were walking injured there last week with their D. Had to play Dubroy and Owen Smetham in their NOJHL debuts, although Dubroy was an affiliate player last year. On the back end, they're both forwards. Smith goes for a skate. Leaves it for Ricci, who just sends it back around behind the net. Smith, once again, stops up the puck. For a 16-year-old, I have to say, he's pretty big out there.
Yeah.
No wonder why he's impressive. Flip back out by Ricci. Blind River's going to get to that one. With that puck, that's Kalo. Going the other way now. Gains the zone. Takes a shot up and over Duraculo's net. Off the glass, so it stays in. Now Little down the ice for Dawson. Dawson gains the zone. Leaves it for Dubroy. Dubroy with the shot. Stop there out front. Wintle gets to it. Now a battle ensues as the Powassans trying to bury the puck. Dawson in there as well, along with Patrick and Dubroy following up. But Wintle was able to get to that one. He didn't at first. The puck was loose.
No, that was loose, bouncing around there for a good shot there. Oh, looks like we're going to get our intermission here.
So with that being said, yeah, we are getting our mid-period break, mostly at the mid-period mark this time as well. So we'll take that here on the front line, and we'll be back on the other side of this.
Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Average Joe's Eatery. Average Joe's, where we want your experience here to be a happy one. 3501 Trout Lake Road.
2-1 lead for Powassan here in this third period on the Frontline Game Day broadcast. Also simulcast of Flow Hockey here in your homes, your living rooms, wherever you're watching it. Maybe you're out on the deck right now watching it because you have beautiful September weather wherever you are. But
yep.
Right now we're inside the Powassan Sportsplex with Mike Brown, the camera operator, Ben Long, the color commentator, and Courtney Kenny, your play-by-play announcer. And my throat, when we talked earlier, it is back to being on fire.
Yeah. Yeah, it's they've not been easy on you in this game. They've had extended periods of play.
Try going from like 0 to 100 because I didn't do any warm-ups at the beginning of the year. I was just, I don't need to do preseason games.
Let the rookies take this.
Yeah.
That's below me.
Yeah. The vets usually sit out preseason.
Yeah.
I consider myself a vet at this point, doing this for 2 years now as play-by-play. We remain humble here on the front line. Smetham knocked down. Now he plays with the puck behind or against the end wall. He comes away with it. Not for very long though, as he's hit hard. And now Shields tries to get back to it. Back to Smetham. Smetham on the far side half wall, battling for it. That's a hand pass by the Beavers. Hits a body, so the referees deem it not. And now it's Cook one-on-one with Little. Cook to the outside. Kept to the outside by Little as the puck lays there. Blind River once again with possession. Flips it back around behind the net. Tries to come away with it is the Beavers. Good stick there, though, by Lemke. Knocks it away. Shields flips it down the ice. It's off the wall on the near side and is flipped back out. Blind River back onto the attack. Goes cross ice for Burnett. Burnett takes a sharp angle shot, turned aside by DeRoccolo. And the puck down the ice. Back to the neutral zone. Flip back in by Blind River. 7 minutes and 40 seconds left here on this third period. On this Friday night, the Voodoos back in action again tomorrow against Greater Sudbury. Matt Sukram will have the call here, along with Ben Long. Also, shout out to Harrison from the Garrison, who's getting a lot of great stuff for social media content here this evening. Go check out the Frontline Stories on Instagram. See the game from a different angle, including a tilt and a couple of goals as Russo down through the neutral zone gains the zone. Leaves it now for Smetham. Smetham looked out front. That one was kicked aside, but it's kept in by Scott. Now it's back to Owen Smetham. Behind the net, Russo. Russo battling for it. Has the puck up against the end wall. Tries to walk his way out. And now it does come out, but Smetham couldn't get the stick on it, so it's down the ice for Ricci to play. Ricci looks down the ice, just sends it right back to Blind River. Robinson's going to get to that. Robinson has the puck. Down the ice now for Thompson. Thompson for Smith. His pass in his skates. Robinson up to Fricaro. Fricaro gains the zone, looks for his man as the puck rolls in on DeRoccolo. And he's going to stop that up with 6:30 left here in this third period. And now Wraith Smith was getting into some extracurriculars after the whistle, or was unwilling partner on some extracurriculars. So we'll get another stoppage here. And he just, Calmer heads prevail on that one, unlike some other times.
Yeah, this game there's been no shortage of guys looking to get in some post-curriculars. Extracurriculars? Extracurriculars.
That's the word. That's the saying.
Yep.
You've been out of school long enough.
I have been. That's the problem. We can tell by my math skills from earlier.
That's true. Gallagher tried to get the puck to the point. He did, and that was knocked down and sent on the far side half wall. Lemke couldn't get to that one as he now takes a hit on the far side half wall, and it's flipped out by the Voodoos. Robinopoulos, and he loses it now to Smetham, who takes a shot. And his shot, I don't know where that one was going.
It tipped off a stick and just went up, yeah.
And from this angle, from where I was, it didn't really necessarily look like it hit his stick, but went up and almost hit the glass up top here at the Sportsplex.
But these Voodoos have respect. They're not hitting the Canadian flag.
That's true. Good group of, they're named after Canadian military jet, or Air Force jet.
Yeah.
Another chance there by McMillan. Turned aside, although the Blind River Beavers, named after one of our national animals.
Yeah, it is pretty patriotic.
Yeah. When you drive by Blind River a couple of years ago, they would have the signs in town, like come to the rink and defend the dam, and I thought that was pretty good.
Yeah.
The marketing just writes itself. Wraith Smith with a chance out front. That one missed the net. McMillan. Back around behind the end wall to Smith. Shot comes in from the point. Another chance. Weak chance there by Thompson, but still had everyone scrambling a little bit. Now Smith has been taking a lot of abuse from the other Thompson. It's Josh Thompson behind the net.
No, that's not Smith. That is...
It's McMillan.
McMillan. But this whole line likes to get in the middle of that kind of physical action. Thompson was always one of the pot stirrers last year, and I think he'll maintain to be this year. But between him and Smith, his line mate, having both the goals tonight, I think we're going to see some solid production out of this line as well.
One thing that's really impressed me about the Voodoos so far through 1 3/4 of a game is the speed of this team, too. They didn't have that last year.
No, they have a lot of speedy guys that they've added. DeBroy, namely, one might be the fastest.
Reese Smetham looks like he's hit another gear, too.
Yeah, and his brother Owen's speedy little guy out there, too.
Yeah, speaking of Reese Smetham, had the puck in his feet, didn't know where it was as the puck is flipped up and out. Hits the roof of the Sportsplex, or rather the meshing on the far side. So we'll get another stoppage here with 5:35 left in the third period. 2-1 Voodoos lead.
Yeah, we're hoping this can be maintained here. Dan DeRoccolo is no slouch in net. He's shown so far all season, and he showed us all last season too. This is not, I guess, not small commentary on him.
Nope, he was the 1B to Cannon Flageau's 1A last season. Now the crease looks like it's his. I'm sure Miles Gordon might get the start tomorrow against Sudbury. Tough first start for your NOJHL career.
Yeah.
That Sudbury team's a high-flying team again this season. Caleb Dawson flipping the puck up and out of the zone. And then Patrick just looks silly on that one as Manoff was able to get around him. Little. Up for Dawson. Dawson flips the puck down, and that one's going to hit the roof or somebody on the bench. I don't know. Either way, it's deemed out of play.
Yeah, I think I hit a glove or something maybe. But either way, in regards to tomorrow's games, we might have to make some shout-outs on our social media to our friend Thomas Mercier, who is the...
Oh, I took a shot at him on the podcast this week.
Did you?
Yeah, I did. Sorry, Thomas.
I didn't get too far, and I got into it where you did the announcements at the start, and then I had to get back to work. It's been a week.
Yeah, we might as well, we can talk about that a little bit too, because we mentioned it on the podcast. Some other big news for the front line this season as well. Ryan Patrick, as he's taken down, no call coming on that one, as now we're into the near side corner.
So he was taken down and then jumped on, and still no call coming.
Yeah, the Voodoos faithful not happy about that. With 4:30 left in this third period, 2-1 lead for Powassan. They scored on the man advantage, so they're 1 for 2 in the game. As now, Robinopoulos carries the puck down the ice, gains the zone, loses the handle on it though, and now Blind River going the other way. Good defensive play there by Dawson, as he's able to knock that one down the ice. Forward turn defense briefly. And now another shot, blocked aside by Duracolo. Shields tried to flip it out. That one hits a man in front. Now Shields gets possession again. Going cross ice to Owen Smetham. Or Reese Smetham rather. Takes a shot. He's going to see Wintle in his nightmares tonight. Reese Smetham has had a bevy of chances in this game and just turned aside by Wintle time after time. Now another chance here for Burnett. He couldn't get around Little. And now it's Smetham with possession. Gave it to Little. He couldn't get a shot away, or get a pass off, I should say. And now Little with it once again to Lemke. Lemke sends it in deep. Puck behind the net for Wintle. Once again, Beavers with possession is for Caro. Sends it around the end wall. Rotundo tries to get to that one. He does. As Thompson got a bit of a hook there, but he keeps on going. Thompson chasing after it. Chips it in. Had to chase after his own chipping, though. And now the puck comes down back into Powassan territory for Rotundo. Rotundo. Another Voodoos player has been impressive through these 2 games so far. Now it's to Smith. Smith over for Thompson. Thompson tried to get a shot away. Puck rode off his stick. We'll have to keep an eye on Wintle for you now with under 3 minutes left in the game. 2-1 lead for Powassan. 2:40 left in this third period. Play still in the Voodoo zone. Smith for Ricci. Ricci sends it around the end wall. McMillan has the puck, flips it down the ice looking for Wraith Smith, but it's back to McMillan. McMillan walking in, tries to get around his man. He does. He falls down. And now Blind River with possession in their own zone. Walking in, faked the chance. Now another shot, hits up high, and is out of play for the Beavers, so we'll get a stoppage here. Wintle looking at the bench, wanting to know if he's going to come to it as he skated out of his crease. Doesn't look like he's getting an answer as of right now.
Yeah, no, he hasn't seen any real sign of the coach making it look like he's calling him towards the bench. And I thought maybe they'd go for a timeout now, but looks like they're not going for that either. So we'll see how this develops with these last 2 minutes and 12 seconds.
Another shot, turned aside. Garacolo, another chance as it's Ricci who got ahead of it. 2 minutes left in this third period. Ricci falls to the ice but gets back up quickly as Wintle makes a charge to the bench as Garacolo's going to get it.
There's going to be a penalty against Powassan here at this whistle.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Shout out to Preston Thompson who commented on our story saying, take your helmet off, you plug, to Norman. Okay. You know, it's not his fault that the helmet fell off of the other guy.
Yeah.
In this league, you're not supposed to wear your visor, so. Sounds like Voodoos Nation getting a little happy here on a call as Gallagher will find himself in the box, rather.
Yeah, it looks like he was getting it unsportsmanlike, that I don't know what.
And Rotundo was also going to the box, so.
Yeah, Rotundo's was from before the whistle.
Yeah, and then the Gallagher one happened afterwards.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, 2-2, so a 4-on-4 looks like we'll have.
To finish this game out anyways. Well, Blind River could make it 5-on-4 with the goalie pull, but
yeah,
looks like maybe he'll be the one to save them. Was that a bad one?
Yeah. I mean, all Oasis ones are bad ones, but...
Well, you'll be a champagne supernova in the sky.
All I can say is that I don't look back in anger.
That's a good one. We were on the Limp Bizkit train last game. I was waiting for a moment to make an Oasis comment this game. Because I was like, I could go Brandon Gallagher of the Habs, but that one's too obvious.
Brendan.
Brendan. 1:54 here left in the second period. 4-on-4. So Rotundo's getting 2 minutes for high sticking, and then Wintel's going to stay off on the bench, so it will be 5-on-4 here for the Beavers. And Powassan could ice this one with an empty net goal here to make it 3-1. A minute 54 left here, 2-1 Voodoos lead. Shields tries to win the draw, but Beavers get it back for Caro. Walks the line. Another shot. Knocked off by Duracolo. And it's out of play off the rebound of the goalie, so we'll get another stoppage here. Shots 29-27 in favor of the Beavers as well.
Yeah, and in this case, a lot of times you'd almost rather have a penalty and just have the disadvantage. That way you can fire the puck down the ice at the open net. With this chance, they have to take a clear out, otherwise an icing just puts them back in their own end without the chance to change.
Thompson walks around, gets it back to the point. Back to Vaccaro. Back to Vaccaro with a shot. Big block there by Little, showing why he has the C. Back to the point for Vordstad. Manoff, back to Vordstad. Vaccaro, pitch and catch here with Manoff, takes the shot. That one's blocked by the Voodoos, and that one's going to go down the ice. Will it have the legs for icing? It will indeed, as it's slowed down. A minute 12.
And we are back at the scenario of looking to make a line change and not able to.
So Powassan with the icing killed some time, but again, as you mentioned, aren't able to change. Minute 12 left here, 2-1 Voodoos lead. Minute 18 left on the penalty, so they'll take us right to the end of the game. But Blind River has the man advantage because they pulled Wintel. Puck flipped up to the glass, couldn't get it out though, as it's back to Vaccaro. Vaccaro sends it back to Vordstad. To Vaccaro. Cross ice to Manoff. Manoff takes the shot, and that one's saved by Duracolo. And the clock ran for an extra couple of seconds on that one.
It doesn't look like anyone.
54.6, it's 2 seconds. And you better believe that the head coach of the Beavers saw that one right away. I looked over at him and he was talking to her.
Yeah.
So it looks like they have to add 2 seconds to the clock. 54.6. So it should be 56.6. There it is. Well, they'll just go back to 57. So they had to get the time back on the clock as the game scorekeeper is able to fix that up. Puck against the far wall. Back over for Thompson. Good stick there, disrupts that one, although he's able to keep the possession. Now it's back to Vaccaro. Indite. Back out front. Stick on the ice by Lemke. Disrupted that play. And now Lemke's going to be off. That's going to go for a penalty. The Voodoos bench is incensed right now, and so is the Powassan faithful. 35.7 seconds left on the clock. Lemke is going off for a penalty here on a play that might have iced the game for the Voodoos with the empty net goal.
Yeah, But with that said, they can win it and they can just fire it down the ice at will now and not have to worry about icing it. So when you're trying to kill the last 35 seconds of the game, it kind of helps to have the man disadvantage like this.
It does indeed. And hey, look at it this way. You score an empty netter, it's no short-handed goal on your resume.
Hey, not too shabby either.
Shields against Robinson here to the glove side of Girocolo. Shields couldn't win that. Draws us back to Fracaro. Fracaro to Vorstad. Back to Manoff. Cross-ice pass. Can't go anywhere as it's sent down the ice by Powassan. That'll kill off some precious time here. 20 seconds left in the game. Vorstad with the puck. It's down. Lemke's going to get to it, or rather Lemke didn't get to it. It was Patrick that got the penalty. 13 seconds left on the clock for Caro. You have to think this is the last attempt here for Blind River in this one. Vorstad goes cross ice to Manoff. Manoff gets around his man, tries to get a shot away. Girocolo, puck is in front of him, and that's going to do it here. The Voodoos eke that one out. It's a 2-1 victory here for Powassan to move to 2-0 on the young season here. A gutty effort here by the Voodoos results in much needed 2 points. 2 points in October means just as much as 2 points in February, March.
Yep.
Important wins as they are able to hand the Beavers their first loss of the season as they fall to 2-1, and Powassan's up to 2-0 with the Greater Sudbury Cubs on the way here tomorrow.
Yep.
A great effort all around by the Voodoos.
Special shout out to Dan DeRocco in this game. 33 shots against, only letting 1 goal, especially some wild scramble right there at the end.
Wild scramble indeed, able to keep his composure indeed for the Voodoos as we'll get to our 3-star presentation here momentarily. The Voodoos finish this one 2-1. A very gutsy effort by the team from Powtown in green. As we get ready for our 3 stars of the game. Once again, we'll let you know who they are. Somehow, I don't see Dan DeRocolo down there. But we'll go to our 3 stars here right now.
Tonight's 3 stars is brought to you by Dave's Automotive Services, 411 Airport Road in North Bay. Expert troubleshooting, quality repairs, and time-efficient labor are the 3 stars of service you can expect from Dave's.
Jack Robinson picking up a star for Blind River in this one. I don't know how Dan DeRocolo didn't pick up one. He's going to be, well, we'll talk about that in a second. Reese Smith picking up the star for the Voodoos, and the first star going to Chase Thompson. So, new this year on the Frontline Game Day broadcast, we'll have some more social media stuff for you coming up after the game with our McDonald's player of the game, and I think, you know, he didn't get a star. I think it's obvious it's going to be Dan DeRocolo.
I think it's got to be Dan DeRocolo for our player of the game today. But, yeah, thanks to the North Bay Sturgeon Falls McDonald's, I know you frequented those ones very much as well,
yeah.
especially that Sturgeon Falls one in between all those trips to
I don't have to make the trip to Sudbury anymore.
You don't anymore.
It's kind of nice.
Yeah.
Nothing against the Nickel City, but hey, if I don't have to go there every second weekend, I'm not complaining.
I got lots against Nickel City, so it makes me very happy that you're not going there anymore.
I guess you know, she's not a terrible person anymore if she's living in North Bay.
She's acceptable now. I've accepted her.
Well, that's a good victory there. So the Powassan Voodoos winning this one 2-1 after this one. Again, Dan DeRocolo, our McDonald's player of the game. We'll have an interview with him post-game here. Matt Sukram will bring you that on the Frontline socials, along with Harrison from the Garrison. And, of course, you know, our 3 stars of the game. Thompson with the 2 Thompsons.
Yep.
With the, or rather Robinson, I can't remember. Jack Robinson, the 3rd star of the game for the Blind River Beavers. The 2nd star of the game going to the Voodoos with Wraith Smith and Chase Thompson also getting a star. Not arguing with the 2 stars that were picked for the Voodoos.
Nope.
I'm just saying when Dan DeRocolo puts up an effort that he did. Come on, Mike. Come on, Mike Brito.
Is this one of those, you know, Dom DeVincentis types of things where he's going to have a 50-game shutout to be a star this year?
I think so. I always loved giving a star of the game to a goalie when I was over there in PA. Without the goalie,
if I could, in my opinion, tonight's game, both goalies could have been up there on that list.
I agree with you on that one for sure. But with that being said, we'll wrap up our broadcast here. Matt Sukram has the call tomorrow against the Greater Sudbury Cubs.
Yeah, I do.
As he's standing right next to me. He's all excited. His first trip down to Powassan officially tomorrow. He is here tonight, of course.
Yeah.
But he will have the call for you. So you don't have to listen to this guy, but you do have to listen to Ben Long.
Still
so my apologies for sure. But we'll be back again tomorrow less than 24 hours from now anyways. I've been trying to wrap this up for like 5 minutes, just like the podcast. It takes forever.
Yep.
Again, check out the podcast. Tucker Shields, Chris Dawson on that one as well. Season 4 of the Frontline. Oh, yes, real quick before we go. I teased this earlier. Other Frontline news. Well, we aren't doing the Trappers games anymore. Well, now the Voodoos are the only place you'll see us doing games because we're not doing North Bay Battalion games anymore either.
Unless an arrangement can be made that we can be guaranteed a spot in the rink, we are not able to do games if we can't provide our advertisers with a guarantee that we'll have airtime for them.
Yep.
So we've had to make the hard choice that we're not going to be calling games until we can be guaranteed a spot.
We will be doing a post-game show from as part of the North Bay Echo Network as well with that, which is also news this year. So we're excited about that. Of course, with CHL credentials, I guess we could really push the issue if we really wanted to, but, at this point,
we'll do what we can do.
Yeah, we'll pivot a little bit. We'll try and change things up to at least still bringing North Bay Battalion content on the front line. But for now, that'll be all that we have for here. Big 2-1 victory here for Powassan. He's Ben Long. I'm Courtney Kenny. As always, keep your eye on the front line.
Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Average Joe's Eatery. Average Joe's, where we want your experience here to be a happy one. 3501 Trout Lake Road.